Team, obviously a tough night in terms of result-wise for you guys against a very good Vancouver side. Setting that aside, I mean, how would you characterize the team's performance overall?
Yeah, before I get to that answer, I just want to say shout out to the traveling supporters. Obviously, made a long trip from Toronto to Vancouver. Honestly, I feel embarrassed to be up here and to talk to you guys. I feel sorry for the fans. I just want to apologize to them because that was first half was unacceptable. More of the same thing again with in terms of the shooting ourselves in the foot, giving up easy goals. It's a little too easy. Yeah, but I think second half the response was good, but it's still I don't how many times do I have to say the response is good? I don't want a good response. I want to win games. So yeah, just I guess put this one behind us. Obviously, we look at what we could do better, and we have to bring consistency because we need points. Absolutely, no, there's no other way around it.
Just to follow up on that first half, was it more in terms of what they were doing? Was it more?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we're, in my opinion, I think we're a little bit timid in terms of defensively. And when we got the ball, we didn't really have any ideas. And I didn't see confidence on the field, so I'd say a little bit.
Obviously, yeah, difficult start to your a difficult match. Are there any positives you can take away from it as you move forward?
Yeah, I think more of the second half is what TFC is going to be about. I would like to hope, obviously, we're removing the ball, where we're clear on what we need to do positionally wise, defensively wise. I think second half was obviously good. Obviously, we're chasing the game. It's a lot different, but I think that needs to be the bare minimum of how TFC plays. Yeah.
And then as you have one more game away from home before you get home, how significant it is for you to get home with a point or points?
Yeah, it is. I think that has to be all over. We can't. I don't want to start the season 3 games with 0 points to show for it. Obviously, as I said before, it's the first half is always we get punched in the mouth and then we react. I want to see us react, and we have a chance to do that in Cincinnati. So we just got to try to bring it. That's the most we can do.
Raheem, it's now 2 sort of games in a row where you've come off the bench in the second half, and the team has, I think, received a lift. How would you evaluate your performance over those 2 games?
I could talk about my performance all I want. Is I'm more of a team guy. I'm looking at the team aspect of things. Obviously, I try to, if I'm coming on, I try to bring energy, bring something more of a clarity and more of a veteran presence. Obviously, being in this league, whether that be with the ball or defensively, I just want to bring energy and just try to raise our levels as much as we can possible. But as I said before, can we do that from kickoff? Not from just me, just from the team. From kickoff, can we just maintain our level and keep our level and just not, as I said before, shoot ourselves in the foot and give away easy, crappy goals?
More questions?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, here.
Yeah, I'll give you one more.
Okay.
I know you can't ignore the results and the frustration, but like how much of it also is, okay, let's pace ourselves in terms of like, okay, we know we dropped the 6, but there's a whole 32 games left to play. That still allows you to.
Yeah, it's still early. It's still early in the season. Obviously, as you guys know, before a lot of late signings in terms of the league. So guys need to learn from each other or learn with each other's tendencies and gel more often, obviously. But that's not an excuse. More so the core guys have been here on this team, so we know what to expect and we know how to play. I just think we need to be more cohesive. Obviously, as games go along, that'll set itself up. But as I said before, we just can't start off on the back foot of things. That's because these are games that you can look at when maybe week 32 and they say, hey, like start of the season and stuff like that. So I just want to take it one play at a time, one game at a time. But just gotta know this is TFC. The TFC I played for, everything matters. So I just try to reiterate that to the group and do the best as I can.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah.
Any questions online? James?
Yeah, I'll hop in with one if that's okay, Ali. Raheem, you kind of touched on this a little bit. There's going to be 1 or 2 of these nights every season. Sometimes you just put them behind you. But is there something valuable in sitting with the feeling, the uncomfortableness of a result like that?
In a sense, yeah, because it questions your pride and your character as a team and as a group. Obviously, there is going to be times where stuff like that's going to happen, but to have it 2 games in a row, I think it's unacceptable, and it's not. I would hope to think it's not TFC's standards, obviously, but yeah, there's always times in the season where your pride, what you're doing this for, and everything is questioned. I think we have that today, and as I said before, the second half was a good response, but I don't want to have good responses anymore. I want to be on the front, and and I don't want to react to stuff. I want to be on the front foot and, being the aggressors and the ones facilitating the game. So yeah, it is a question burner this game, but yeah, guys got to be ready to play for it all from the start of the game.